At some point, without really deciding to, many of us start to question anything that feels like impact. Jumping, landing, moving in ways where the body has to absorb force. Not always because we've stopped doing it, but because it starts to feel like something we should be more careful with, something we might need to avoid. And over time, that question can quietly turn into a decision to do less of it. We might start inadvertently engineering it out of our life. But here's the problem. That's exactly the type of movement your body needs to stay strong. Because bone isn't fixed, it's living tissue, and just like muscle, it responds to what you ask of it. There's a concept in physiology called mechanical loading. When bones experience force, especially quick, repeated forces like impact, they respond by reinforcing themselves. In simple terms, your body strengthens what it's asked to support. Now, not all movement sends the same signal. Walking is great for overall health and movement health, but when it comes to building or maintaining bone density, the body responds more strongly to mechanical loading, which includes both strength training and certain types of impact. Strength training places loads on the bones through muscle contractions, and impact adds another layer, how quickly that force is applied. So the strongest signals for bone come from two things: load and force. Load from strength training and force from how quickly that load is applied, like impact or change in direction. Research has shown that even small amounts of jump or impact training can help maintain and in some cases improve bone density. But over time we tend to do the opposite. We don't just move less, we move more carefully. We smooth everything out. We avoid anything that feels jarring. Choose predictable, controlled movement. And while that can feel safer, it also removes one of the key signals your body needs. This matters even more over time because bone density is influenced by activity levels, strength, and especially for women, hormonal changes like menopause, which means the natural signal to maintain bone is already being reduced. So removing impact on top of that only accelerates the problem. What we know is that a little impact goes a long way. Now, this doesn't mean you need to suddenly start doing high impact workouts. It doesn't mean pushing beyond your capacity or doing things that don't feel right for your body, because the goal isn't more impact, it's appropriate impact. This is where having a little structure can help. Instead of trying to figure out how much impact is enough or what that even looks like, following a professionally designed workout can take the guesswork out of it. With MOSSA On Demand, you'll find workouts that naturally incorporate the kind of loading your body needs, along with options that help you build up to impact in a safe, approachable way. If you'd like to explore that, we'll put a link in the description so you can start a free trial. Sometimes it's very simple, a few small hops, a controlled jump, a quicker change in direction. It doesn't need to be overly big or overly aggressive. And this is where it gets encouraging. When it comes to building or maintaining bone density, it doesn't take as much as people think. Research on impact and jump training shows that even small amounts, sometimes as little as 10 to 20 repetitions, a few times per week, can be enough to create a meaningful signal for bone. Bone doesn't respond to long workouts, it responds to short, repeated moments of force over time. And the same idea applies to strength training. Regular loading, even 2 to 3 times per week, helps support and maintain bone. I often call this a little bone density building bounce. Just enough to remind your body this still matters. This is something you'll see built into MOSSA programs in different ways. In group power, we're building the muscular strength that supports and protects the system. But in group active, you'll also see something else. Small, intentional doses of impact layered into the workout, in the cardio, and even within the strength work. So you're not just building strength, you're also giving your body the stimulus it needs to support bone, all from multiple angles. The body adapts to what we ask of it. If we stop asking it to handle force, it slowly loses the ability to do so. But if we keep just a small amount of that stimulus in our lives, the body maintains that capacity. So if impact is something you've slowly removed, it might be worth reintroducing gradually and intentionally, because avoiding it completely isn't always the safest option. Sometimes it's the opposite. And if you want help putting this into practice, our Get Strong 28-day challenge is a great place to begin. It gives you a clear plan to follow with professionally designed workouts that help you build strength and confidence over time. We'll include the link in the description. Your body is designed to be resilient, to absorb force, to respond, to adapt. And the good news is it doesn't take much. Just a few small moments repeated over time, because when it comes to building and maintaining bone density, a little impact goes a long way. I'm curious, how does impact show up for you right now, if at all? Let me know in the comments what that looks like for you. And if these conversations are helping you better understand your body and how it adapts, consider subscribing so we can keep building strength in ways that actually support real life.